it's not fair. I'm not being known, someone else, and a body that's come straight up from hell. Try to out the fast of cause no way, cause I tried to do that the other day. I'm not being known, someone else, and a body that's come straight up from hell. Try to out the fast of cause no way, cause I tried to do that. Now I'm black and white, but my colors still shine. Cause you left me, you left me, you left me. Oh, 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 oh. Now I'm black and white, but my colors still shine. Cause you left me, you left me, you left me. Oh, 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 oh. Strip me off and lose me. I don't care, no, I don't care. Strip me off and you me. It's not fair, no, it's not fair. I'm not being known, someone else, and a body that's come straight up from hell. Drop her out the fast of cause no way, cause I tried to do that the other day. I'm not being known, someone else, and a body that's come straight up from hell. And drop her out the fast of cause no way, cause I tried to do that.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to day number 3 of week 4. Yesterday we had another pelagic match. Tonight we are finally gonna get introduced to our week number 4 Benthic teams. We haven't had a Benthic match yet all week. We're finally gonna get one going. We've had so far this week 3 pelagic matches, so there's only one more left. The Cyclones and the Bolts tomorrow at 3. But tonight, we will be starting off the Benthic week with the Orcas facing the Tide. I think this is going to be one of the better series this week, if not the best series of the week. We've started this week with 3 straight sweeps, so I'm kind of hoping that we don't have another one of those again. I'd like to see something different this week and be able to cast it a little longer than the last few streams have been. Going through the match tonight, pretty straightforward. We got all the players here, which is awesome. The Orcas sitting at 2-1 right now. Their only loss was a 2v2 where they didn't really have a first rounder. It was just Yazoo and Mori against the Waves, which wasn't going to go well. That felt like a scheduled loss for them. They've looked really strong this season, even though their goal differential is -2. That just comes from that 1 week. On the other side, they're going to face the Tide, who have been playing some remarkable Rocket League the first 3 weeks. They're sitting at 3-0. They look like the team to beat right now, besides the Waves. In my eyes, I think the Waves are, rank-wise, a scarier team, but I can see how this team is rising to everyone's number 1 spot in the league right now. Goals per game looking real similar. It's just that goal differential, -2 to +18. It's just a ridiculous difference for a 1-loss difference between the two teams. Tide have more assists. Tide have pretty similar shots, but more shots. The shooting accuracy is pretty similar. So these are very, very even teams. I'm very curious to see how these two face each other. The rosters look like this. The Orcas are going to be having Melody, Yazoo, and Mori. Their whole roster is here. Melody has looked like a bright spot, replacing Dylan in that trade, even though he couldn't play the week they lost. Yazoo had a rough week in that 2v2 matchup, but he bounced back after that and has looked like a very solid number 2 option for Melody. And then Maury has been playing like one of the best third-round Benthic players in the league. I wouldn't be surprised to see him have another good performance tonight. On the other side, the Tide have Chicken, Jake, and Nate. Chicken has been a clear number one player in the league. It hasn't been close in my eyes. Maybe Hizro, maybe A-Rock's the 1 week he played, maybe Adam. I don't think there's a player that has done as good as Chicken so far this season. Jake, he missed 1 week, but besides that, he has been a very solid second option. He's been playing pretty solid Rocket League for himself. And then Nate. Nate has been a great third rounder for the Tide. He has been distributing frequently. Like if you look at those assists per game, it clearly shows Nate has been the playmaker of that team. Last week he's coming off an MVP level performance. He's going to try to build off that once again. And that is pretty much it for the going through the matchup. We will get right to the pregame interviews. I miss my co-caster Nate. I want him back. But we will be starting with the pregame interviews, and we will be starting with the Orcas, who Maury will be taking the pregame interview. Hey Maury, how's it going?
I'm here.
You are here. Congrats on being here.
Thank you.
You got a big match this week, going up against the Tide. Projected for a lot of teams as the best team in the league right now.
Nah, we're the best team in the league.
Love to hear that, especially since I backed you and I picked you to win, so don't let me down. How are you going to try to attack a player like Chicken? Because I feel like that is their focal point for the Tide.
Well, Chicken's only one person, you know. All I'm going to say is his team better bring in the heat, otherwise they're going to lose. Chicken can't do it all because, you know, he's one person.
I mean, I think Chicken's going to do his thing, but yeah, I think the real question is what does the supporting cast, Jake and Nate, do for that team?
Mm-hmm.
So how are you going to try to shut those two down to make sure it's just Chicken doing his thing?
Bang it on the net. Score more.
Love that. Coming off a win last week, I'm gonna be honest. We're at the point in the season where I forget who you guys faced last week. Do you remember who you faced?
I do not. I think we should don't know.
Well, you won either way, but I mean, you're coming off a win. Week 2 was kind of a fluke. So I think you guys still have all the momentum in the world. I hope you bring it tonight.
Thank you. Praise Brainiac.
On the last question, what is your prediction for the match tonight? How do you think it's going to
go? Either a sweep or they win one game.
Okay.
Maybe one game.
Just to be generous.
Just to be generous.
All right. You got any final things you want to say before I drag you back?
Defend your net, because we're coming for it.
Defend your net. What a throwback. All right. Well, I'm going to drag you back there. The lobby info will be up soon. Good luck. Have some fun.
All right. Thank you.
Maury always brings the confidence. But what I'm going to do before I bring in Nate, I'm actually going to pull up the stats so I can actually have a realistic say on who they played last week. Go to here. I should start doing this every week, I think. Like, just, having the schedule up so I know who people faced last week. They faced the Tempest, that's right. Yeah, they did. And the Tide faced the Abyss. Cool. Alright. Now, we will be getting to the Tide's interview, and their captain, Nate, will be taking it. Hey, Nate.
Ray! Hi, how are you?
I miss you in the booth. Really miss you.
I know. You get me briefly, though, so calm down.
Yeah. So, I mean, You guys are 3-0. And
Yeah.
a lot of people think you are the best team in the league right now.
Yeah.
How are you gonna try to carry that momentum into this matchup tonight?
Obviously just play our game. I mean, there's no reason to overcomplicate it.
I mean, you're going up against a pretty solid team in the Orcas, who, even though they lost that one game they lost, felt like kind of a fluky loss. It was a 2v2 against the Waves. It just felt like a scheduled loss. They didn't have their best player. Everything went wrong for the Orcas that week. So in my eyes, see them as a 3-0 team. So how are you gonna? So do you have any different game plan from the previous weeks, or are you just gonna do your thing?
Nah, dude, we're just gonna slug it like we always do. I mean, we're really good at adapting. We're really good on the fly sort of adjustments. That's kind of why we just carry momentum throughout the series.
Mm-hmm. And your matchup last week was against the Abyss, who are all EU servers. So now you actually get to stay on East, which I bet has got to be a very good feeling for you.
Well, it was half and half if you remember correctly.
Yes, we did change that. Yes, it was half and half. But still, you had to play on EU, and you were still able to respond. You even took one of the games on EU.
Yeah. That's like another factor that makes me not want to stress all that much. The fact that we're on NA servers. Because, like, honestly, even if we were swapping in between, we'd still have a crack shot to just win it every game. But
Alright, well, last question. What is your prediction for the match tonight? How do you think it's going to go?
you see, I'm more modest than Maury.
Uh-huh.
I know it's going to be 3-1, but I know it's going to be us. So.
Love that. Alright, well, any final things you want to say before I drag you back?
Good luck, have fun.
Alright, well, I'll bring you back. Lobby info will be up shortly. Good luck, have some fun.
Thank you, thank you.
Ooh, boy, this could get a little interesting. I think there's always that tension that Maury brings sometimes when he interviews. He's like, oh yeah, we're gonna win this, no doubt. Like he does that every week, and I love that energy. But I feel like it kind of brings attention to a match, which I think is really good. But that is the end of the pregame interviews. I am gonna get the players in the lobbies and get them ready, and we will be starting shortly. Be right back. Okay, we are back. All the players are joining, looks like. Oh, nope, they're gonna wait for me to say join when ready. What good players? Alright, so my prediction for this match, I had the Orcas winning, and I do think it's gonna go 5. I'd love to see a best of 5 here. We've had all sweeps so far, so I'm looking for something different here. Nate wins kickoff right to Melody. Melody pops it up, free jump from Chicken. It's straight down off the left wall, tries to pass him in, nothing there. Cleared out by Yazoo. to the right wall. Jake wins the 50, trying to pass in mid. Melody able to clear for the moment. Yazoo gets the demo on Jake away from the play. Chicken pops it off his own corner, trying to stay up with it. Chicken off the backboard, straight down, can't get a touch. Yazoo pops it to himself. Here's Nate. The shot is blocked. Oh my god, the stream is lagging so bad. Are we back? Or is it still lagging? It looks really bad right now on the stream. Nate able to clear it to the left wall. Guys, I am going to stop and restart stream. This looks really bad. Okay, to the recordings. Recorders, people watching on the VOD, give me a second, please. The stream just looked horrific, so I tried to fix it by stopping and restarting. It looks a little better now. Okay. Jake, off the left wall, straight down off the ceiling. Melody tries to hit it off the backboard. Chicken's able to clear for the moment. Yazoo wins the 50 off the right wall. Mori pops it straight up. Chicken waiting on the boost off the backboard. Here's Nate, can't get a touch. The shot from Mori, saved by Chicken. Here's Jake, popping it to himself. That's not cleared out. Chicken finally gets it away. Chicken, the pass to Jake. The shot misses the top bottom right corner. Rebound, Nate tries to pass to Jake. Gets bumped away. Jake popping it back mid to Chicken. The shot off the crossbar. What a chance for the Tide. And the pressure stays on the Orcas here. Off the left wall. Mori tries to get a 50 straight down. Melody will clear it to the left wall. Nate pops it straight off the ceiling down to Chicken. And that's cleared out. Off the corner, Yazoo with the steal. Chicken off the backboard, straight down. The shot from Jake. And the Tide strike first, as they're now up 1-0. Is it still bad? It looks a little better on my end. Does anyone else have a say on how it looks right now? Here's Yazoo popping it to the right wall, trying to take it himself, gets it past one, tries to get a pinch, can't get it. Good save from Chicken. Yeah, I think the stream looks fine now too. Maybe Flair, try resetting the stream real quick. Off the backboard, Yazoo, the redirect, can't get a shot. Rebound, Melody, off the backboard, cleared out by Chicken. Mori, stolen by Jake, off the right wall, trying to clear it out. Good 50 from Yazoo, straight down. Chicken hits it to the left side, trying to stay on it. It's blocked by Melody. A trade between Chicken and Mori. Now Melody's got some space. A good flick. Saved by Chicken as he respawns. Chicken popping it over Yazoo. He's got some space. He gets the reset. Tries to get another. Can't get it. Mori tries to 50 Nate. Nate goes under him. Chicken leaves it for Nate as Yazoo tries to clear. Nate with the cutoff. Mori gets a demo on Chicken. Very aggressive here on the Tide. Good block from Jake to the corner. Jake popping it straight up. Here's Melody. Can't get a clean touch. He's trying to follow up with it. That's cleared out by Chicken. Off the corner. Chicken tries to get a redirect. Saved by Yazoo. Nate gets, Melody gets a demo on Chicken. Melody tries to pass mid to Yazoo. Can't get a touch. Chicken the other way to Jake. Back to Chicken. Off the backboard. Can't get the double. What a chance for the Tide. And here's Nate once again. Saved by Mori. Chicken with the rebound. Yazoo gets back in time to make the play. Melody trying to take his space, try to ease some of this pressure, but it goes right back mid. Yazoo is able to clear for the moment. Chicken with the demo on Melody. The shot from Nate is a 50 straight down. 1 minute left. The Orcas need one to try to force it overtime in game one. Chicken can't get a touch. Melody off the right wall. It's cleared out by Nate. Mori catches it to himself. Trying to pop it past Chicken. Chicken taking it around. Melody with the pre-jump. He gets a touch. Nate can't get a read. Yazoo off the corner. Chicken can't get a read. Cleared out by Jake. Mori off the left corner. The shot from Melody. What a save from Chicken. Yazoo the rebound. And the Orcas tie the game with 30 seconds left. This was an unbelievable save by Chicken, but Yazoo with the follow-up. Nate just couldn't get there in time. And drama starts to build here in game one. 30 seconds left. Tie game. Who's going to get the golden goal to secure this first game? Chicken can't get a read off the kickoff. Melody tries to challenge. Good save by Melody. Rebound. Jake wins the 50 straight down. Cleared by Melody to the corner. Jake tries to pass it back mid. Yazoo gets back to make the clear. And the shot from Chicken. Bottom left corner. And the Tide take the lead back with 13 seconds left. A tough bounce off the corner, and Chicken makes a perfect read to the bottom left corner. And the Tide take the lead once again. 13 seconds left. The Tide just got to hold on. Nate wins the kickoff to the right wall. Yazoo with 10 seconds left. Got some space. Yazoo gets it past one. Can't get it past Jake. It's cleared out. Maury can't get the cutoff. Jake's shot. Melody makes the save. And that is the game. The Tide sneak away with game one. The Orcas were able to tie it with 30 seconds left. And then an immediate kickoff response by the Orcas. Unbelievable. I mean, the Orcas were right in that. They just got to keep playing their game. They got the response they needed, and then just an unfortunate kickoff. But I think this is still a very, very, very even match. Chicken definitely did his thing. I felt like he was more defensive. I mean, he had 6 shots. You just kept the Orcas on the defensive end, which is exactly what you need to do against that Orcas team, who have a lot of offensive firepower. If you could keep them on the defensive end, you're gonna win this series. But I think they're due. I think the Orcas are due to break through. So we'll see how they respond here in game 2. Kickoff wins the right wall. Here's Melody. Gets a reset, trying to pass him in. No other touch. Cleared out by Nate. Yazoo. The cutoff, popping it to himself. Jake with the steal. Off the left wall, trying to pass it mid to Chicken. Chicken gets a demo on Maury, but Maury does get the clear. Nate off the left wall, trying to stay on. Off the corner, trying to pass it mid. Yazoo's able to clear for the moment. Yazoo gets it past Jake, but Jake is able to get a touch. Melody going for a sidewall. Good block from Chicken. Maury trying to force a shot. Nothing there. Nate hits it right to Jake. The shot misses off the left post. Yazoo can't get a touch. Rebound. Chicken misses wide right. Maury able to try to clear for the moment. Here's Maury. Pinches it off the ground. Right into Nate's car. Off the backboard mid to Yazoo. Saved by Chicken. Now here come the Tide the other way. Chicken forcing a shot. Melody gets the save. Maury off the right wall to Melody. Melody just has Chicken back. Getting a reset. Here's Melody off the crossbar and in. What a flip reset from Melody to take the lead for the Orcas. Amazing car control. Gets a perfect reset. A perfectly passed Chicken off the crossbar down. 3:59 left. What a start for the Orcas. Can they keep the momentum? Maury off kickoff. Misses wide right. Jake popping it to himself. Yazoo with the catch. Hits it right to Melody. Off the backboard mid. Yazoo jumps. Can't get it past Chicken. A double commit from the Orcas. Here come the Tide the other way. Melody forcing it mid to Nate. Off the post. No follow-up. It's cleared out by Maury. Chicken's shot is saved by Yazoo once again. Off the ceiling down. Clears it out. Off the backboard. Chicken trying to get a psycho. He does get the touch. Yazoo is going to take his space. Reset. It's blocked by Chicken. Maury can't get a read on it. Chicken gets bumped. Here's Melody's shot. Nate, the last one back. Off the backboard. Good save from Chicken. Way to get back on time. Yazoo off the corner. Nate's able to clear for the moment. Jake trying to take it up the right wall. He's got some space. Gets it past one. Hits it down to Nate. Sorry, to Chicken. It's cleared by Yazoo. Chicken wins the 50. Melody pops it straight up. He'll try to stay on. Gets a reset. Can't get another touch. He's going to try to leave it for one of his teammates. Yazoo cuts it off. Hits it right to Maury. Maury with the catch. That's stolen by Jake. Chicken off the right wall. He's got some space, but doesn't have any boost. Yazoo leaves it for Melody. Good 50 out by the Orcas. We're almost halfway through game 2. The Tide are up 1 in this series, but are down 1 here in game 2. Here's Maury's shot. That's blocked by Chicken. Nate able to clear off the right wall. Yazoo keeps it alive. Here's Yazoo, gets it past Jake, off the right wall. Yazoo leaves it for Nate. Nate's going to try to take his space, try to pass in mid. Melody can't get the catch. Here's Maury off the corner, trying to pass mid. Melody stays on, cleared out by Chicken. Chicken off the left wall, straight down. Yazoo with the catch to the corner. Here's Yazoo off his own corner. Doesn't have any more boost, but does get around one. Melody wins the 50. Chicken with the follow-up off the backboard, trying to get a double. Good block from Yazoo. Melody off the right wall. Leaving it for Yazoo, trying to take his space. Just booms it back downfield into the tied zone. Maury with the pre-jump, getting it past Chicken. Maury tries to pass mid. Good save from Nate. Chicken has it stolen by Yazoo. Off the backboard, cleared out by Jake. Yazoo can't get another touch. Chicken off the left wall, steal by Melody. Here's Maury with the 50. No follow-up, cleared out by Chicken. Minute 30 left. The Orcas up 1. Here's Yazoo. Loses the 50 to Jake. That misses wide left. Jake leaving it for Nate. Here's Nate's shot. The save by Maury. Rebound Chicken off the left wall, trying to get another touch. Yazoo wins the 50 straight down. Maury able to clear for the moment. Jake gets credit with the save. Melody follows up. Another save from Jake, cleared out by Chicken. Melody to Maury. Good block from Chicken again. He's been everywhere here in game 2. Trying to get them back in this one. Chicken, the pass to Jake. The shot. What a passing play from the Tide. And once again, they're down 1 late in the game, and they tie it back up. An unbelievable redirect from Chicken to find Jake, who places it bottom right. Once again, drama here in game 2. How do the Orcas respond? Melody wins kickoff, but it goes right to Chicken off the ceiling. Trying to get another touch. It's cleared by Nate off the backboard. Pass mid to Jake. Yazoo gets up and makes the clear for the moment. Melody off the left wall, gets it past Nate. Melody just has Chicken back, forcing a shot. Easy save from Chicken. Here's Yazoo's follow-up off the corner. Melody will cut it off. Just has Jake to beat. Pinches it across the other side of the Tide zone. 30 seconds left. Once again, golden goal situation. Here's Yazoo trying to carry it past Chicken. Another save. Rebound. Maury tries to leave it for Melody. Chicken able to clear. Off the backboard, Yazoo touches it to himself. Can't get a pinch out. Chicken off the backboard. Melody's able to clear. Melody trying to get a pinch out. It's it right to Nate. Pops it mid to Jake. The shot. 2 seconds left. Melody clears. Jake keeps it alive. No time on the clock. Chicken off the backboard down. Cleared by Maury. And we're going to overtime. Once again, drama in game 2. Nate wins the kickoff. Off the ceiling, straight down. Maury loses it to Jake. Leaving it for Yazoo off his own corner. Must-win situation here for the Orcas. You don't want to have to force an OT here. Or sorry, you don't want to force a reverse sweep on them against a team like the Tide. Melody leaves it for Yazoo, the shot. And the Orcas win game 2. And they force a best-of-3 situation. Yazoo with the clutch gene. What a pass from Melody. And we're going to see you in game 3. We're tied at 1. We're not going to have a sweep here. Another sweep here. We've had 3 straight sweeps so far. But now we've got something different here in game number 4 of the week. I feel like, again, everyone did their thing. It was just a really tight match between both teams. Everyone's playing really good. This is going to be an entertaining one, which, again, I think is going 5. At this point, I don't know who's going to take it. Again, I picked the Orcas, but this could go either way. Now on to game 3. How did the Tide respond now? With a very close match, forcing an overtime, coming back again, but this time not able to get the golden goal. Jake wins kickoff to the corner. Melody popping it to himself. He's got some space. What can Melody do with it? Gets a reset pass mid to Yazoo. Nothing there off the right wall. Chicken taking it off his own backboards. Got some space. Here's Chicken. Nate with a demo on Maury away from the play. That's blocked. Melody has Maury spawn right on him and unfortunately bumps him. Melody tries to pass in mid to Yazoo. The shot going top left, saved by Nate. Mori keeping the pressure on. Nate able to clear for the moment. Right to Yazoo. The shot off the backboard, cleared by Chicken. Melody off the ceiling down. Chicken with the shot. Melody can't get back in time as Mori own goals, and the Tide take the lead. Early start here in game 3 for the Tide. Chicken forcing the error. Mori felt like he had to get a touch, but he really didn't. Melody was able to get back for that. It's just miscommunication from the Orcas. 4:18 left. Chicken wins kickoff clean. Yazoo passes it mid to Melody. Tries to get a touch. That's blocked by Nate. Yazoo backflips into it. Chicken off the ceiling down. Melody pops it past one. The shot from Jake off the backboard to Chicken. Top left corner. What a passing play from the Tide as they're now up 2. Jake off the backboard finds Chicken. Some good rotations from the Tide. Nothing the Orcas could do about it. 4:03 left. It's all tied here in game 3. How do the Orcas respond? Mori wins the kickoff. Melody pops it past one. Jake doesn't get the touch he's looking for. Here's Yazoo. Good block from Nate. Melody resets from Mori. Nate wins the 50. Strong defense there from Nate. Chicken off the corner. Gets a redirect. How did he do that? And the Tide are up 3. What? I don't know if this was intentional or not. It was. What a flip from Chicken. Ridiculous acrobatics there. 3:44 left. Tide starting to show off in game 3. Trying to show why they're undefeated and the Orcas aren't. Chicken off the ceiling straight down. Yazoo off the ceiling straight down. Melody with the redirect, cleared out by Chicken to the right wall. Mori keeps it alive. Trying to pass in mid. Mori hits it to Yazoo. The shot is blocked by Chicken. Is there a follow-up? There is. Melody off the corner straight down. Nate. Melody, the pass to Yazoo. Another save from Chicken. He is balling out here in game 3. Chicken hitting it to the left wall. It's going to take his space. The pass mid. It's cleared out by Yazoo. Yazoo going to try to take his space. Carrying it past Nate. Off the corner. Chicken able to clear. Mori's the last one back. Tough play for him. He hits it to Melody. Trying to take his space. Gets it past Jake. Let's pop straight up. Yazoo off the ceiling. Straight down. Melody off the corner. Trying to get a redirect. Nothing there. Cleared out by Jake. Nate can't get another touch. Yazoo pops it past one. Chicken keeps it alive. Melody loses the 50 to Chicken. Jake with the demo and Mori away from the play. Melody recovers to make the clear. To the corner. Yazoo tries to pop to himself. A double commit from the Tide with Jake and Nate. Mori pops it straight up. It's stolen by Chicken off the backboard. Here's a double. Doesn't have any more boost. Here's Nate's shot. Saved by Melody. Mori booms it out. Nate trying to get a catch. Can't get the touch. Melody with the 50 on Jake. Jake trying to take his space. What can he do with it? Good 50 from Mori. Nate tries to find Chicken. The redirect. Gets it bottom left. And the Tide are dominating here in game 3. Just the passing plays. We've seen so much from Nate to find Chicken across the field. Redirecting it bottom left. And it's now the question. What do the Orcas do to get ready for the game 4? Because it looks like this one's over. They got to try to find some momentum here and carry it over. Melody off the backboard mid. That's blocked by Nate to the right wall. Chicken pops to himself. Gonna take his space. Reset. Trying to stay on. That's blocked by Yazoo. Off the right wall. Yazoo tries to get a redirect. Nothing there. Melody. It's cleared out by Nate. And it's gonna slowly roll in. 5-0 Tide. They're trying to wipe all the Orca spirit right now. Just trying to send a clear message to them here in game 3 that we're the better team. Minute 40 left. The Orcas got to try to do anything here and just get some momentum for themselves. Melody with the fake has an open net. The shot on goal gets a bump on Jake, and that's exactly what they're looking for. They got their first goal in game 3. And it comes off a miss by Nate and Chicken. A rare mistake there. Minute 33 left. Can they try to get a couple more to feel like they got some momentum? tie up on kickoff. Second ball goes to Jake. Yazoo off the right wall, trying to get a sidewall read. Can't get it, misses wide left. Chicken tries to stay on. The pass mid by Mori to Melody. And here come the Orcas. Can they get some momentum into game 4? This is exactly what the Tide didn't need. Even though they might win this game 3, I don't think they're going to get 3 goals in a minute 22. This is not a good showing for the second half of game 3 for the Tide. Mori wins kickoff. Chicken can't get another touch. Jake backflips. Yazoo's got some space. Hits it right to Chicken. Gonna take his space. Reset. Leaves it for Jake. The shot is saved by Yazoo. Off the right wall. Nate's shot is blocked. Off the ceiling down. Yazoo able to boom it out. Chicken going for a psycho on his own field. He gets the touch. What a ridiculous redirect. Here's Jake. Misses wide left. Here's Nate. Gets it past. Doesn't get it past Melody. Melody trying to stay on. Jake off the right wall. Yazoo leaves it for Nate with the 50 off the right wall. Jake taking his space, popping it mid to Chicken. The shot off the corner. Mori is able to clear to Melody. Mori off his own left wall. Trying to take his space, pass it mid to one of his teammates. Yazoo tries to pre-flip. Nothing there. 30 seconds left. Chicken hits it right down to Mori. Jake trying to win the 50. He does. He's going to stay on. Try to pass it mid to Nate. And it's 6-2. And the Tide are going to take game 3 in a pretty much dominant fashion. Looked scary for a bit as they let up 2 quick ones for the Orcas. But now they get the final goal in game 3 unless something happens here in the last 19 seconds. Nate wins kickoff to the right wall. Chicken trying to do it himself. Off the ceiling down. Melody can't get a touch. Yazoo can't either. Here's Mori missing as well. All 3 Orcas missing. 5 seconds left. Melody off his own corner. 50's Jake. Pass mid to Nate. One more for the road to get Nate his hat trick. And the Tide get those 2 goals back. And it looks like they once again have the momentum into game 4. What a performance from the Tide, especially after losing an OT game. And just like that, the Tide are 1 game away from remaining undefeated on the season. Nate with a standout performance once again. 3 goals and an assist. And I mean, the stats don't show it, but Jake with 3 assists as well. Like, this team is getting so involved in so many different ways. With 7 goals scored, the Tide had 5 assists. That is a great assist to goal ratio for them. But I mean, again, I think the Orcas just got to try to shake that one off. I'm not too worried. It depends how they start this first half of this game 4. That will be telling to how they respond. But can they try to force a game 5 against this Tide team? Here's Jake leaving it for Nate. The shot, good save from Melody off kickoff. Jake keeps it alive. Melody off his own corner. Chicken off the ceiling down. Pass back to Nate off the right wall. It's stolen. Chicken hits it back to his own zone. Chicken off his own corner, gets it past 1, gets it past 2. Chicken dodges the demo, it's cleared by Yazoo. Off the left corner, wins the 50 is Jake. Mori to Yazoo, passing mid. What a passing play from the Orcas! And they go up 1-0. This is exactly what they needed. Mori to Yazoo, over Chicken's head to Melody. What a 1-2-3 from the Orcas. 4:32 left. How did the Tide respond? Orcas trying to get some momentum after a rough game 3 loss. Here's Yazoo. The redirect shot. Nate's back to make the easy save. Melody hits it off the ceiling down. Double commit from Nate and Chicken, but Nate is able to clear. Mori off the backboard mid. Jake's going to challenge. Melody wins the 50, keeping it alive. Mori pass mid to Yazoo. It's blocked by Chicken. Melody off the corner. Gets the shot. Saved by Jake. Mori off the backboard, keeping the pressure on the Tide. Chicken to his own left wall, popping it off the ceiling, tries to get a pinch, that's blocked. Off the corner, Nate Passing it mid. Melody's able to clear. Yazoo waits on the left side. Off the backboard mid to Mori. That's cleared by Chicken. We're seeing some real good passing here. Yazoo tries to win a 50 on Chicken. He can't get the shot on. Melody gets demoed by Nate. Yazoo popping it to the right wall. It's stolen by Jake. Melody pass back. Chicken gets demoed by Mori. Melody off the ceiling, straight down to himself, passing mid. Chicken can't get a read. Nate clears it to the right wall, but the pressure is still on the Tide. Yazoo's got some space, flicks it over one, off the backboard, nothing there. Chicken countering the other way. Yazoo, it's to the right wall. Nate with the catch. Nate with the flick, trying to get it past, saved by Mori. Here's Chicken off the backboard, nothing there. The shot from Jake, and it's a tie game with 3:03 left. Some good patience here from Jake. He waits for Chicken to do his thing. He fakes out Melody and then just places it under him. I'm just gonna call you Jake. Hi, Jake. If you want to join the team, just join the Discord. I'll send you a link in a second, and then I'll message you being like, hey, you want to be a free agent? You just say yeah, and then all you need to do is send your RL tracker, and then you're good. I'll just add you to the free agent list, and then you can get picked up. You're GC3? Oh my god. Yeah. You'll be a round 1 Benthic free agent, and I bet you're gonna get picked up pretty quickly, considering that you're a GC3. That is, I think, like MMR wise, top 5 in the scene. They're maybe top 3, honestly. There's Chicken off the ceiling, straight down. Mori popping it mid to Chicken off the backboard, trying to get a double. That's saved. Jake with what an absurd pinch. I think that was by Yazoo, I believe. Either Yazoo or Melody. And Nate's shot off the backboard. Here's Jake's follow-up. The shot is saved by Melody. Chicken gonna try to take his space. Leaves it for Nate off the right wall. Melody can't get another touch. Pinched mid by Nate to Jake. Nothing there. Off the corner, Chicken leaves it for Mori. The pinch out by the Orcas. Nate, the pass mid, gets it over Yazoo. The shot from Jake is blocked by Melody. To the other side, Yazoo trying to relieve some of this pressure. He just booms it down to Nate. Double commit from the Tide, but a redirect from Chicken. Mori loses the 50, and the pressure is still on the Orcas. Yazoo able to clear for the moment. Yazoo keeping it alive off the corner, trying to pass mid, cleared out by Nate. Melody off his own corner. Chicken with the steal. Mori off the corner, straight down, trying to pass it mid to Yazoo off the ceiling. Can he stay on it? Nothing there. Cleared by Chicken. Melody leaves it for Mori, booms it off the backboard. 1 minute left here in Game 4. The Orcas need this to force a Game 5. The Tide need this to take the series and remain undefeated in the league. Melody with the shot that's blocked by Chicken. Mori off the right wall. Yazoo trying to get a sidewall read. He does get a touch. Melody off the corner, trying to pass it off the ceiling to Mori, blocked by Chicken. Jake hits it to Chicken. Takes it to the left wall. 30 seconds left. Lots of pressure on both teams now. Chicken with the pop reset. Getting it past. Saved by Mori. Nate with the rebound. Off the ceiling. Straight down. Jake tries to get a shot off the corner. Melody off his own backboard. Doesn't really have a catch. He just tries to pinch it out. He does get it. Chicken keeps it alive. 10 seconds left. Trying to force a shot. Saved by Yazoo. 5 seconds left. Can any of these teams get a miracle before overtime? Here's Yazoo's shot. Misses wide right. And we're going to overtime. So much drama in these final moments. What do the Orcas have left? What do the Tide have left? Chicken off the ceiling down to Jake. Blocked by Melody. Chicken passes back to Nate. He makes the save to the right wall. Mori is just going to leave it for Yazoo. Yazoo with a misread. Melody off the corner, trying to get a double. Pass mid, pass Jake, and the Orcas force Game 5. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to see a Game 5 in the most dramatic fashion. Melody Yazoo. What a play by the Orcas. And they keep their hopes alive of squandering the undefeated Tide's winning streak. Wow. Jake would have had MVP if they ended up winning that series. He tied with Chicken. Now that is an interesting stat. I think that's the difference. Chicken didn't do his thing. They played very good team ball. They had 10 shots, 7 saves by the Orcas. Ridiculous stats. But now the question is, what do the Orcas have left? Because I know that Chicken and the Tide are going to be ready for this game. Are the Orcas going to be ready? Because the Tide are going to come out swinging in the first 2 minutes. They got to be ready for it. Weather the storm and keep themselves close. Jake, I will get you the link to the Discord right now. Oh, you're Jack. Oh. Whoops. But here is the Discord link if you would like to join. In case you didn't get it already. And here we go. Game 5. Orcas tied. Orcas sitting at 2-1, trying to tie the record with the Tide. And having the Waves be the only remaining undefeated team in the Benthic Division. While the Tide try to jump to 4-0 and consider themselves a top 2 team in the league still. Maury, the demo on Jake. Here's Nate's shot. Early goal for the Tide. And just as promised, the Tide are going to come out swinging. 1-0 with 4:36 left. Nate has it hit off the corner straight down. Tough read there. 4:36 left. Chicken wins kickoff. He's going to try to stay on. Chicken popping it off the right wall. Trying to pass in mid to Jake. The shot is blocked by Melody. And Yazoo with an open net ties the game. I was a little distracted by Jack's chats. Oh, someone gave you the link? Perfect. Well, welcome to the league, Jack. I hope you have some fun here. 4:24 left. Tie game. Back and forth this series has gone. The Tide took game 1. The Orcas responded. Then the Tide responded. Then the Orcas responded again. Is it going to be the same pattern? Or will the Orcas break that streak? Nate off the left wall. Popping it up. Yazoo can't go. Melody with the 50 straight down. Melody with the misread. Jake hitting it to the corner. Maury will cut this off. Moves it out for the moment. Nate gonna cut this off. Tries to pass mid to Chicken. That's stolen by Yazoo off the right wall. Chicken booms it out. To the right side of the Orca zone. Maury. He's got some space. He's got some boost. Passing it mid to Melody. That gets it over. Jake to the other side. Yazoo. The 50 on Chicken straight down. Melody stalling some time. Yazoo with the redirect back to Maury. Maury's up. Can't get the touch. Now here's Yazoo. He's got some space. Trying to get a flick. Can't get the breezy. It's cleared out by Nate. To the right wall. Melody resets to his own corner. Chicken trying to pass it mid. That drops straight down. Cleared out by Melody. Nate to the right wall where Yazoo waits. He pops it straight up. That's going towards goal. Saved by Chicken. Rebound Maury. Can't get a clean read on it. Melody trying to keep the pressure on the Tide. Off the ceiling. Gets a good pinch. Yazoo can't get a sidewall but does get a pass mid to Maury. Bottom left corner. What a passing play from the Orcas. And they take the lead. A ceiling pinch and then going for a sidewall. Yazoo can't get the touch, but Maury places it bottom left. 3:03 left. So much drama in these final moments. What do the Tide have left in this game? Jake waits for the 50 off the ceiling. Here's Chicken, the redirect. Melody makes the save. Cleared out by Yazoo to the corner. Jake off the backboard. Chicken keeps it alive off the corner, trying to pass it mid. Yazoo can't get a touch. Here's Nate's rebound off the ceiling, straight down. Pressure on the Orcas. Here's Chicken, and he finally breaks through. They tie the game once again. This is a ridiculous series we're seeing. Yazoo tries to get up in time, but Chicken's just too quick. Back and forth we go in Game 5. It has been a back and forth series, and now, of course, in a Game 5 situation, it is a back and forth game. Who will clutch up in the final moments? Yazoo with the save and gets the flick. Jake pops it straight down to Mori. The shot goes towards Chicken. He resets it to the corner. Chicken pops it straight up. Mori can't get the read on it. Chicken reset past one. Yazoo booms it out to Melody. That's stolen by Jake. Yazoo passes it to Mori. He clears it out to the right wall. Nate trying to take his time. Yazoo popping it straight up. Yazoo with the reset. Can't get another touch. Jake off the right wall. Here's Melody off the backboard to Mori. Off the crossbar. Rebound Melody. Nate makes the save. And the final chance by Yazoo finally breaks through. The Orcas take the lead back. So much pressure. Nate tries his best, but a pinch by Mori and Yazoo does the trick. A minute 57 left. Tide are running out of time on their undefeated streak. Melody leaves it for Nate. Tries to get a pass to Chicken. That's cleared up by Melody. Yazoo off the left wall straight down. Melody gets it past one. Chicken booms it. Trying to hit it off the ceiling down. That's blocked by Mori. Boomed out. Jake off his own left wall. Flicks it past one. Here's Chicken. Pass two. Passing it mid to Jake. And they have a tie game again. What an unbelievable Game 5 we're witnessing. Chicken off his own left wall. Passes it off the backboard to Jake. And he places it over Yazoo. A minute 31 left. What an unbelievable game this has turned out to be. Nate wins the 50 on the second ball, straight down. Here's Jake's shot. No one's back for the Orcas. And for the first time in Game 5, the Tide take the lead. Nate wins the kickoff clean. Melody can't get a clean touch. And it's placed just past Yazoo. Can the Orcas bounce back? Or will the Tide remain undefeated? Mori off the right wall. Chicken keeps it alive. Tries to win a 50 off Yazoo off the right wall. Yazoo gets a bump on Nate. No one's going for the Tide. Melody can't get a touch. Cleared out by Nate. Mori's 50 is saved by Jake. Chicken off his own left corner. Can't get it past Yazoo. Jake the other way. The pass to Chicken. The redirect doesn't get it on goal. Nate passing to Chicken. The shot misses wide left. 1 minute left. The Orcas gotta go or they're gonna fall to 2-2. And Jake, with an unbelievably clutch Game 5, cuts the lead to 2. He's been quiet this entire series, and then when it matters most, here he comes. 3 goals in Game 5. 53 seconds left. Now the Orcas' backs are against the wall. Melody tries to pass, stolen by Chicken. Off the backboard, can't get a double. Here's Jake again! Make that 4! Ridiculous performance from the second rounder. Chicken with a great pass. Melody can't get the read, and Jake hits it just under him. He's making a name for himself here on the Tide. We didn't see him a lot last week, but he's making a name for himself here. Mori clears it down. 40 seconds left. The Tide just got to hold on. No crazy mistakes, and they're going to take this series. Mori tries to pop to Yazoo. Yazoo's up. Cleared out by Chicken. Straight down. 30 seconds left. Melody. The pass to Mori. Can't get a touch. Yazoo catches it. Jake with the demo. Nate off the right wall. Trying to stay on it. Leaves it for Chicken off the corner. Melody is able to stay on for the moment. Jake off the right wall. Yazoo gets a pass one as Chicken gets a demo on Mori. 10 seconds left. And it looks like the Tide, with everything against them this series, it went back and forth the whole way. They are gonna take this series and jump to 4-0. What an unbelievable series. Probably the best one of the season by far. And Jake, of course, will take the MVP. Wow. 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 Holy crap. Well, Jack, welcome to the league, dude. You just watched the best series we've had all season. Wow. It's not even, in my eyes, it's not even close. It's tied 3-3, and you need someone to step up. And of all the people to step up, Jake, with a 4-goal performance to bring his team across the finish line. What a ridiculous ending to that series. But I mean, on the other side, the Orcas played great. What a great series from the Orcas. They should not be ashamed of themselves at all. They're not moving in my power rankings. They're still 3. I don't care. They balled out that series. If they catch Jake on a different day, in a different game 5, they take that series. So, an absurd shout out to both teams. Seriously, that was easily the best series of the season. So, thank you for making an amazing performance. Let's get to the post game. We are gonna start with Maury from the Orcas, from the losing team. Hey Maury, how's it going? Oh my god, dude! What a
What's up?
that was such an amazing. I hear the stream in the background, by the way.
Okay, hold on.
That was
Gotta work.
that was an unbelievable series. You have nothing to be sad about, nothing to be disappointed about. That was, you are 2-2, but in my eyes you're 4-0 the way you've played this season. So I mean, I'll ask you, how do you think you played this series as a team?
Below what I could do, man. It's not even what they were doing. Obviously, Chicken was a good player. It's just we were not where we needed to be on the field, I think, and they were taking advantage of that. And they were demoing a lot. At least me.
They were very aggressive in this series. That looks really different from the other matches. But
God, I feel like Chicken had it out for me, honestly. Like,
that was just an absurd series. I mean, Melody and Yazoo played very, very good.
They did good. They did good, yeah.
I still think, even though you're saying you could have played better than you did, I feel like you did your job as a third man. Like, you were very solid.
I was trying to, fit myself into the position on the field where I needed to be.
But I mean, I in my eyes, guys, you guys have nothing to be ashamed of. You played your hearts out. You face any other team this week and you probably win.
It was GG's. It was GG's.
It really was. It really was GG's.
Damn.
But your next matchup is against the Reef, who are struggling. So how are you guys going to try to get ready for that matchup next week?
Just discipline, honestly. We need to fix the little mistakes. Again, that's what loses games. Like, we were up that last game and we just blew it because, we couldn't hold it. So,
yeah, I know it's upsetting. I've been there where you've had a game 5 drama and then it just doesn't go your way. But you guys will bounce back. I'm not worried about it at all. So, you got any final things you want to say before I let you go?
If we face y'all again, we're gonna win.
Hell yeah.
Y'all going down.
I still believe in you guys. I still believe in you guys. I'm not even disappointed that my prediction was wrong, because that was just an unbelievable series. So
for sure,
for making that a lot of fun to watch.
You're welcome.
All right, well, I'll let you go. GG's.
All right.
We will see you next week.
GG's.
I feel so bad for the Orcas. They played their hearts out. The Tide did as well, which is why I'm like, either way, if the Orcas won, I'd have felt bad for the Tide, and then vice versa. Like, both teams just looked great. But now we will go to the winning team's interview, and I think this guy Nate is about to get very hype in this call. So, be ready. Hello, Nate. Hello, Nate. How you doing?
Sup?
Holy crap. Dude, What a series. Of course,
Yeah.
you predicted it last night. Of course, you're not going to be able to cast this game, and it's absolute cinema. Like,
What can I say? It's fucking Benthic.
so, I mean, we got to talk about the recency bias, right? Jake
Yep.
the Venomous, Game 5 performance. 4 goals.
Yeah.
He, out of the blue, he was a bit quiet, I felt like, in the series. And then, out of nowhere, just took over. I mean, how did that happen?
He mentioned it himself. He didn't know what exactly clicked, but like something and someone changed on the field to the point where he was just now starting to get so many goals.
I mean, he was just in the right spots at the right time, but he was also making those chances, too. There was one goal where he flicked it off the left wall to Chicken, and then Chicken passed it back to him. It was a ridiculous flick. So, like, it was so fun. I don't know how many clips I have, but I have so many. I had a field day. I can't lie. That was awesome.
I will say, I do have one suspicion in why he was able to get so many goals. It's the fact that Chicken was calling, we need to pass more. And that alone just started to enable so many opportunities in which, like, almost nobody was in net, or they had, like, no boost in net.
Yeah. But, I mean, what an unbelievable performance. Congrats. You're still 4-0, undefeated. And I can't, at this point, no matter what I can't say no matter what the Waves do. I feel like you guys are going to go 1 for me now. Like, I feel like I have to.
Really?
After watching that, like... But
Dog, I felt like we had our worst performance. Like, Chicken's in agreement with me. Like, Jake did his best week. We did our worst. If he doesn't get MVP, I'm going to yell at Bass.
No, I think Jake's got to get it after that Game 5 performance. I think just has to. But it's not up to me. It's up to Bass. So if Bass picks someone, I have to put it, even if I disagree. But I mean, let's just talk about Week 5 for a second, shall we? I know you all of you guys know who you're facing, but Week 5 you'll be facing the Waves, who are currently undefeated. How do you get ready for that match? That is going to be a legendary match.
Simply put, we just have to, like, communicate to each other what we expect on the field. Because I feel like this week we had a little bit of, like, just internal communications that were like, eh.
Yeah.
But the second that we wrap those up, like, dude, if this is our worst and we still win, fuck it, we ball.
Yeah. I mean, congrats again. So I did see Yazoo, like, or it was either Yazoo or Melody left in the middle of the match. So when you do the ball chasing, make sure to, for the team settings, change it to the subs one, so that it doesn't mess things up. But yeah, congratulations. You're still 4-0, undefeated. Anything you want to say before I let you go?
GG go next.
That's his thing. All right. Well, I'll bring you back down to your team. Congratulations and enjoy the win. See you next week.
Peace.
Wow, man. I don't know how we're topping that. The only way we top that game is if that Game 5 goes OT. That's the only way I can think of. Shout out to the Orcas. Shout out to the Tide. What a fun series. But now, we still have 4 matches to go this week. There's no more tonight. We will be starting with tomorrow at 3 p.m. EST. We will be wrapping up the Pelagic Division as the Cyclones will take on the Bolts, which should be a very fun game. The way this Pelagic Division's gone, I have no idea anymore. The Bolts could sweep. The Cyclones could sweep. I couldn't tell you. But I'm excited for that one. And then immediately following that, around 4 p.m. EST, it depends on how quick we get through things. The Surge will be taking on the Fangs. These are all Benthic matchups coming up. And then rounding us out, Sunday, we'll be having our earliest game we've ever had in this league. The Tempest taking on the Waves, Sunday at 11 a.m. EST. And then rounding us out immediately after that will be the Abyss taking on the Reef at 12 p.m. EST. An important announcement that I'm going to make eventually. We are going to be moving back the power ranking stream that Sunday to later in the night. It won't be at 8 p.m. EST. It's going to be more like, I don't know, 9:30. I'll try to let you guys know, but it's kind of just going to be on the fly for this week. So I will keep you all posted about that. But what a great series. I'm very happy I was here to cast that whole thing. Glad Nate didn't steal some of my spotlight there. As much as I would have loved him here, he would have freaked out. But yeah, that is going to do it. Thank you all so much for watching. And we will see you tomorrow for Cyclones Bolts and the Surge and the Fangs. Have a good night, everyone.